Oh, I got work to do. I got work to do. I got work to do. I got a job, baby. I got work to do. Said I got a job, baby. Do 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 do. What's up, y'all? This is Ty. Y'all know how I do. Singing songs that don't have nothing to do with the video. What am I doing? That's not what you clicked on here for. You clicked on here so you could hear my recap and review of episode 10 of Tyler Perry's comedy, The Oval. So let's get right on to it. Come on, y'all. Let's get this done. All right. It picks up right where we left off in December with it picks up with them trying to pick up Gail off the ground because Gail done jumped out of a moving car like a maniac because she's so mad and she hates her mother. She doesn't want to go back to this White House. She want to be with Picky the drug dealer out in the hood. She don't want to stay in the White House. She want to go in the hood all for love. Yeah, okay. And so she gets in that argument in the last episode with her mama, and she says, I will jump out of the car. And her mother says, go on, do it then. Jump out, B. Jump out. And she jumped out. But now she's jumped out and she's paying the price because Gail is all broke up. Her knee is bruised. She's laid out like this. She can't move. Her mother don't really care. The first lady, her mother's the first lady. She just gets out the car. She's like, get up. She's looking down, get up. She's like, I can't move. I can't. Get up now. Okay, Mom. She just told you she can't move. Why are you telling her to still get up? She can't move. She jumped out of a moving car. But I guess the first lady figures, listen, because when we seen her jump out of that car, from what I saw, the car was moving as if it was in, as if it was a parade float. And you know how cars move in floats. It was like this. So they wasn't going that fast. So you can't be that hurt. I guess that's what the first lady is thinking. Because when I saw her jump out, that's what it looked like too. It was like the car was going at this speed. Gail jumped out. But now Gail looked like she broke up like a broken pencil out there. Some bones or something is broken. Then she tells the Secret Service, get her up, pick her up now. And the Secret Service is like, ma'am, we need to check. She needs a paramedic. So the first lady says, aren't you a paramedic? She says that to Agent Uma. I think that's who that agent name is, Agent Uma. And Agent Uma's like, she may need some help. So Agent Uma asks a stupid question because Gail already told y'all she cannot get up. She's in pain. You're going to say, well, where do you feel the pain? I don't know. I guess all over. You see how she laid out like this? What you think? She just jumped out of a moving car. Where's the pain? Everything is broken. Get me up. Basically, that's just get her up. So Agent Uma calls Sam. He's another agent, and she tells Sam that Sparrow jumped out of the moving car because the agents, they call her Sparrow. They call Gail Sparrow. That Sparrow jumped out of the car and she needs some direction because the first lady is saying bring her on home, scrape her up, pick her up and scoop her up and throw her back in the car. And Sam is like, I'll be there. And she's like, no, she's hurting. She can't move. And no, you can't come because the first lady's going crazy. She's not going to wait for you. So he says, he gives her permission to take her back and put her in the car. So they scoop her up, throw her in the car. She's like this, and just put her in the car. Then she's in the back seat with her mother. She's like, oh. First lady still being evil as hell. This is your daughter. And she's like, nobody told your stupid ass to jump out the car. Something like that. She said, oh, you should have stayed your stupid ass in the car. And Gail says, I hate you. Her mother says, oh, you sold us 42% of America, so you ain't telling me nothing. And then she's telling her mother how she's in pain, and her mother's like, you don't know pain. You were born into privilege. So, it was supposed to be deep right there. So it was like, okay. And she was like, I'm going to show you pain. Drive and drive faster. And her daughter was like, they're driving slow so that something stupid she said. But I'm like, this lady is cruel. The first lady is cruel. She told him drive faster and hit every speed bump so that Gail can feel this pain. I was like, it was crazy. That was crazy. Meanwhile, you know, one of my favorite characters, Barry, the one who I said is the glue to the show because every character is connected to him. Barry still has not found his daughter, who is kidnapped by the cult. I always mess their name up. Some cult that she's in. Now, this was a very interesting scene. Barry's girlfriend is comforting him. And I gotta give it to the actor that plays Barry. This has been some fine acting that he did in this scene because this has been the best acting Barry's done. I don't know about y'all, but every episode I've seen, this right here is Barry's best work on the show so far. I don't know the real actor's name. I didn't care to look it up, whatever. Not hating, just stating. This has been his best acting so far. When he laid in that bed and spooned with the girl, and he kept saying, I gotta find my daughter. That I believed him. I believed him. He was convincing laying there, falling asleep. So that was some good acting for him. So, you know, she's able to get Barry to get some rest. He wants to find his daughter. And she's like, yes, I understand. But, you know, she's saying, Barry, you need some rest. And Barry was also apologizing to her. And he did a good job with this scene because he convinced me. You know, he was like, you know, I should treat you better and I'm so wrong. But, you know, we get it, Barry. Your daughter's missing. So you were a little snappy in other episodes towards your girlfriend and towards your mama. So Barry falls asleep. We go down to Barry's mother. And we go down to Barry's mother, and she's sitting with the cult member who knows that, who's a part of this. Fix that. So then we go down to Barry's mother, right on downstairs. She's still sitting and serving soup to the cult member. Y'all remember the cult member. This is the one that her and Barry's baby mama snatched the little girl from grandma. And so she's sitting down there with her, and they have this beautiful Christian come to Jesus moment. And the cult member is telling her about, you know, how the bad that she's done and what can wash away her sins. And I'm still trying to figure out why y'all haven't washed her face. She's still sitting at the table. You see, I go too far. I be thinking of other things. I'm like, she's still sitting at the table with a bloody nose eating soup. Nobody offered this girl some tissue to wipe her nose or wipe her face, clean her face off. So they sitting at the table having this moment. The nose still bloody, the bruise. Clean her face up or something. And Barry's mother tells her, she tells the cult member, she says, oh, listen, you know, God can wash away your sins. So this was a moment, you know, this was one of those religious moments, one of those, you know, deep moments. I guess they were kind of bonding. I don't know. She was telling, you know, God can wash away your sins. And then the cult member told her, you know, it was meant for me to come back here and you're an angel and all this. So now Barry's mother gets all emotional and she gets up and goes in the other room to cry. I'm like, you know what? Y'all don't know this cult member. I don't trust her. Why is she touching me? I would have called the police on her myself. But you know what? They did say they didn't want to call the police. Don't call the police because some of the cult members are involved with the police. So I guess that's why they didn't do that. Okay. Let's talk about the creepy son, Jason. He's at the White House. Okay, now we getting into my territory. The foolishness, you know, this is what this show, because when you watch this show, you have to watch it not with logic. So, you just gotta watch and enjoy the ride because it's a wild ride. I'm telling you, this is comedy. This is pure comedy. The old creepy Jason is walking around, and the Secret Service agent is guarding the door because, you know, the president is in there getting it on with his side piece. I believe her name is Denise. He's in there getting it on with her. And Jason walks up to him. He's like, what are you doing down here? And he said, I'm exploring. And he's like, your father told you can't explore. So now y'all want this boy to stay in the house. They can't go anywhere. Now they can't go on certain floors. Come on. Come on, y'all. Come on. Let him explore the White House. At least he's in the house. He ain't sneak out like Gail did. Y'all being too wrong. What's wrong with this family? This family needs some serious counseling. So anyway, Jason is walking over there. The Secret Service agent is at the door guarding it because the president is in there knocking boots with his mistress. And he's like, don't you listen to what your father tells you? And Jason says, I am listening. I'm listening to him now. He in there having sex, and that ain't my mother. So the agent is like, I'm going to tell you one more time to leave. So Jason picks up the phone, calls his mother. And he's like, she answers the phone. The first lady answers the phone. She got an attitude with him too. What? Get off the phone. What do you want? I'm like, why is this woman so nasty? Why is she so angry? Please, somebody, why? So he says something slick to her. He says, I'm down in the West Wing or whatever. And he says something like, I hear Dad having sex and he's having a good time, so I know he's not having it with you. I wonder who he's in there with. So that was funny, and that was just to trigger the first lady. And I said, oh yeah, she gonna come back in here and she gonna act the fool. See, that's what I'm tuned in for, her acting the fool, running into walls and them fighting each other. That, I want the over-the-topness. Meanwhile, after that happens, we go back to the butler. Remember the butler who saved Richard, the butler who saved Gail's life and stopped her from being raped. He's, riding around, and he comes upon this rally for Mr. Thomas Fields, who was apparently shot and killed. So this rally at night, they're protesting, and we gotta find the killer. We need justice because this gun violence, yada, yada, yada. So I'm saying to myself, who in the hell is Thomas Fields? What is this? But see, I missed something. But a good friend of mine told me what I missed was that Richard and Barry may have killed this Thomas Fields dude. So one episode of something I must have missed, or I must have got him, went to the bathroom or something. So I missed that. So that somebody fill me in on that. They're saying that Thomas Fields is someone that Richard may have killed. No wonder he was looking all, guilty, like something was going on. Then they go back to the cult member at Barry's house. Barry's sound asleep. Mama's upstairs. The girlfriend is upstairs. And y'all leave the cult member downstairs by herself? What? She's a cult member. Y'all don't know her? You don't know what she could be dead. She might be planning to bring, what's the cult name? Ragadushi right back into the house and take all of you. Like, I don't understand nobody's motives. So, they bring Gail home, still carrying her, and they drop her into the wheelchair. And the first lady says something, close the door before somebody sees us. This is the White House, sweetheart. Nobody can see the front door. It's not like you right there up on the block. Have you ever been to the White House? Have you ever been on a tour or even been out? You know how far the distance is from the front door and lawn and its gates and its surveillance? Who's going to see you? The average neighbor is not going to see, so you shouldn't be worried. But I'm surprised that none of the staff has leaked what goes on with these crazy first lady and this president. The first lady is flexing her muscles, and she's just sunning everybody. She calls Agent Uma over, and she's like, why were you looking at me like that in the car? I saw how you was looking at me. And then she gives this stupid speech about, when you're a mother. You're not a mother. You're a monster. Your daughter jumped out of a car, broke her bones, and you're treating her nasty. So First Lady, save it with all this. When you're a mother, then you can get to judge me. And then all Agent Uma said was, I wasn't judging, ma'am. And she said to her, I can smell the judgment on you. So the first lady is straight from the pits of hell. This whole family is straight from the pits of hell. She's just evil, evil. So Sam sees this interaction between Agent Uma, and the first lady, and he goes over to Agent Uma. Her name was Agent Uma, right? Yeah, Alma, whatever. And he said, it wasn't Agent Alma. You know what I mean. Correct me in the comments. And he says to her, "Are you okay?" And we see her crying. She says she's okay. She's fine. He's like, "Go take a walk." And he says, go take a walk. And she says to him, "Listen, she treated her daughter like roadkill." So Agent Uma is feeling sad for Gail, and just Agent Uma was disgusted by this display and how the first lady was treating poor Gail, who was, basically she was roadkill. So now we go to First Lady storming off. That's where it gets crazy. And she's like, "What room? Show me what room." But she goes and First Lady goes to change into her sneakers because, she's about to go kick some ass. So, I'm like, oh yeah, we about to get some action now. She comes down the hall, and as she's coming down the hall, the president has just finished doing what he do with his young lady, with I think her name, yeah, with Denise, and the first lady's like, "Who's in there? Is she in there? Is she in there?" And Secret Service won't let her in the room, and so what happened? She walks away. I believe she walked away, and then they got into this big fight. She kneed him. She punched him. They're fighting. Then the president starts hitting her back. I'm like, wow, okay. And then Sam comes and stops the fight because now the president is getting the best of the first lady, and Sam pulls him off of him. And the president was like, "Do you know who I am? Like, you know who I am?" And he's like, "You're the president. Don't you ever put your hands on me." Wait a minute. So he was supposed to be okay with the two of you beating on each other, and you, a man, choking out a woman, bitch, just because you're the president? These people don't know their lane. They think they are dictators. I'm telling you, it's crazy. So that fight gets broken up, and the president says to Sam, "Who runs this SHIT?" And the first lady says, "I do, bitch." I was like, oh yeah, we need a backstory. The first lady's from the hood. I was like, this dialogue is I'm sorry. It's crazy. It was completely crazy. So it was crazy. They had their little fight. And so now we see them trying to rush his mistress out. And Sam takes her through some certain door, and one of the other agents says to him, "You can't take her through there because the press will see her." But I believe Sam was doing that on purpose because I think Sam didn't like the way the president was speaking to him. So Sam is trying to get that mistress to be exposed. But no, the other agent takes the mistress into the locker room, and she puts on one of those maid outfits. And she gets the maid outfit, and that's how she gets to slip out. And now Agent Uma offers to take the mistress Denise home. So they get in the car, and as they're in the car, she's flirting with Agent Uma. "Oh, what's your name? Oh, you're cute. You got a girlfriend?" She says, "No, but I have a husband." And she goes, "Oh, but do you have a girlfriend?" So, and then she starts stereotyping, "No, you don't look like the type that has a husband." So I'm assuming she's saying because the woman has short hair that I guess she's supposed to be a lesbian. I don't know. So she's showing her ignorant side. All right. So now we get down to something that was very interesting. And this is the Secret Service agents down here in the hood messing with Picky and them. Now y'all know Picky is Gail's boyfriend, lover, whatever have you. Now they done already found Gail. Sparrow's all broken up in a wheelchair at home. But this dude, he decides he still wants to mess with Picky and them. So the Secret Service raids the guys in the hood, those tough thugs that the butler beat up. Those same dudes. So the agents swarm them, get them, And this was interesting. So he's like, because he said, we already know that she's been found, but they don't know that we know this. So he's asking Picky, where is she? And Picky's like, she just left. Then he asked Picky again, I'm going to ask you one more time, where is she? What's going on? And, where's her phone? And Picky's like, I don't have her phone. But then the other dude, I don't know what his name was, Ray or whatever, he had the phone. So Picky's looking like, man, what you doing with the phone? Because Picky didn't know his boys had tried to rape Gail in the last episode and they ended up taking her phone. So yeah, everybody's in trouble now. So then they take them into the room. They take Picky and all of them into one of those apartments. And he's telling all the hood thugs, whatever, we're Secret Service agents and y'all are going to tell me the truth. So he's just messing with them right now. So he's like, you gang raped them and you did this and you did that. And you're going to tell me the truth. Or I'm going to start picking y'all off one by one. I was a little confused by that. What truth is he looking for when they already have her? You know good and well Picky and this girl have a relationship. And he's like, is there drugs in the house and all this stuff? That Secret Service don't deal in all that. Secret Service deals with what pertains to the president. So this agent is just being nasty. Then he takes them in the room and he starts shooting them and killing them off one by one until he gets the truth. I don't know what truth he's looking for. Like I said, he's just messing with them. Then bang, he says it's too late because Picky goes, okay, she was here. But I'm like, Picky already told you she was there. And then that's the end of the episode. We don't know if Picky's dead or not. That's, so he shot Picky. So I guess we'll figure that out next week's episode. What happens to Picky? I don't know. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I laughed. It was crazy. I don't know why I want more over the top foolishness. I don't know. Tell me your thoughts, how you thought about this episode. I thought it was, I don't know. Tell me your thoughts. What did you think? That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got for this review. We will see what happens next week. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Hit that notification bell. Do what you do. Leave me some comments. I really love the comments. That's it for now. I'll see you next week. Make sure you check out some of my other videos. And you be blessed.